Starting the Reddit post off strong for today. This Redditor says, my husband suggested a threesome with a woman. I want a divorce. That is pretty plain and simple, pretty cut and dry. She says, throwaway. I don't think I'm being dramatic. My husband is turning 40 in a few weeks, and he asked me if we could do something crazy, like a threesome on his day with a woman. You choose her, and you set the rules. She says, ah, how nice of you to make me choose. I just started bawling my eyes out, and I guess he wasn't prepared for this reaction. So he got terrified and started apologizing and saying sorry and that he loves me more than anything and to forget it. Of course, I can't forget it. I asked for a divorce the next day, 2 days ago, and he is very shocked and desperate. He told me that he would give me space and crash on his parents' sofa for a few days, but I know in my heart my marriage is over. Additional information. He's 40, I'm 38. We have been together for over 7 years, married for 1.5, and we have one daughter who's 6 months old, and we were planning another baby. If anything is unclear, just ask. So she is recovering from a baby that she just grew in her body and that she labored through. And now she is being set up for this. And people, I know people are probably in the comment section calling her dramatic or saying she's overreacting or whatever, but absolutely not. This woman has sleep deprivation to deal with, hormones that are unbalanced, things that are like just getting back to regular life. And then she has this king baby that is coming with this type of request. And I'm sure that he knows who he married. The people that ask for open marriages and this type of thing, it always blows up for them. But this basically blew up before it even had a chance to pop off. I didn't make this clear at first, but this was the Am I the A-hole subreddit. Medea says, not the a-hole. Ask your husband how he would feel if a week before your 40th birthday, you came up to him and was like, hey, babe, for my 40th this year, I would like to bang another dude. Don't worry, it won't be cheating, though, because you will be there and it will be a threesome. See how he responds to that scenario. See if it'll be fun for him to watch you get railed by another dude. If he finds this scenario insane, you have your answer because his is the same thing but in reverse. Hope that helped. Past Yak, that's the OP, says, haha, he doesn't even like it when a man converses with me, let alone a threesome with one. I don't even have to ask to know his answer, just as he didn't have to ask to know mine, and yet he did. Why? And that right there shows that he has a jealous streak, that he's controlling. He doesn't even want her talking to another man. So that shows me that he already has some issues. And people in the comment section did start waving a red flag. So this person hopped on that part. Haha, he doesn't even like it when a man converses with me. They said, I honestly think that attitude is way more of a reason for a divorce than asking for a threesome. Dinko from the north said, combined, definitely. That is absolute trash behavior. Joey Lee says, yep, this is a way bigger red flag than having a threesome fantasy. Loki Pupper says, oh my God, he didn't have a threesome fantasy. He went from 7 years monogamy and having a child 6 months ago to actually asking for a threesome with another woman for a birthday gift. That is not a fantasy. That's a plan and a demand disguised as a request. I choose you, no, not you, says, LOL, you're unhinged. And then Loki Pupper says, you are unhinged. You used the wrong pronoun there. Agitated Strength says, I don't know if I asked my wife if she was interested in going to space with me. I would consider it a fantasy, not a plan, because it's never going to happen. That right there with the agitated strength and the I choose you, no, not you, they're trying to make it like this woman, Loki Pupper, is the one that is off kilter, when obviously going to space is that is a real fantasy. That is something that is probably not going to happen. These people asking for threesomes or open marriages, that could happen in the realm of possibilities depending on the woman. Not this particular woman, but it could happen. So these things are not the same or cannot be really compared. Remarkable Button says, not the a-hole, but I think this could be an overreaction. See, they want to downplay her feelings. Plus, we don't know if you guys ever talk dirty. I think you should just clearly tell him you're not interested in that and ask him to never bring it up again. And then the OP says, I never dirty talk about involving other women. I am very straight and sex with women isn't even a fantasy. And I'm very monogamous and he knows that. Loki Pupper again says, that's the other thing I don't get. Most men who are heterosexual really do not like the idea of another man in the mix, but they somehow think heterosexual women should be just fine with another woman in the mix. What is that about? It's nuts. She continues with, not the a hole, is not just the part about him fantasizing about it. He happily just jumped outright into requesting it. No discussing it gently or acting like it's a fantasy or a hypothetical. It just sounds like he expected you to be okay with it and not be upset after 7 years of monogamy and 6 months after birthing his child. Absolutely not the a hole. So this post had been cross-posted on my BurbNBougie subreddit. So these are some of the comments from my subreddit. Minnie Jen says, I hate these comments. She's not overreacting. She's 6 months postpartum and he's asking for a threesome. False Purple says, I commented on it and all the men and pick-me's are whining about me saying she has every right to divorce him. Minnie Jen says, I saw. I was appalled because they are in a monogamous relationship. It shouldn't even cross his mind to have a threesome when they haven't been married long and she just had a baby. He should be focused on taking care of her and the baby. False Purple says, I'm tired of the comments saying he's just stupid and he didn't think about the timing. You should forgive him. These men want women to be doormats. And Minnie Jen says, of course he didn't think about the timing. He's selfish like most men are. And Foster says, too bad she already reproduced his DNA once, but at least she's not doing it a second time. He'd probably want another threesome after that. Oh well, he's free to have all the wild threesomes he wants when he doesn't have the baby half the time. And I totally agree with that. Make sure that when you split up, you split custody so that you have your time to rest, heal, relax, do whatever it takes to get yourself back together, get back whole and healthy, and all of that. All right, y'all, jump in the comments. Let me know what you think about this one. Don't forget to like, comment, share. We've got another Am I the A-hole thread from a woman. She says, Am I the a-hole for getting upset because my husband wants a hall pass? To start off, I'm 8 weeks pregnant, and the doctor advised we not have intercourse until after 13 weeks. Prior to this, I had 2 miscarriages last year, and we finally have our rainbow baby. As excited as we both are, my husband decided to ask me for a hall pass to have intercourse with another woman since we cannot. He believes it is just sex and nothing more. Me, rolls eyes. He said he loves me and only me, and that he wants to spend his life with me and our children, but he has needs. I, of course, got extremely upset and refused. I told him we could get a divorce and he could be with as many women as he wants. In case anyone wants to know, no, he's not cheating. We are together literally all the time. So please tell me, am I the a-hole? Am I in the right here? Okay, so this is where someone called my name, and then Wild Valuable said, yes, I need her to speak on it. We need to get this story viral and shame garbage peen havers to the depths of hell. I'm sorry, garbage peen slingers to the depths of hell. My bad, I'm sorry. Peen slingers. So, yes, this husband was grown probably in the garbage pail kid crop. That's probably where this husband was grown. It is absolutely wild that a woman that is going through all of this, because miscarriages do change your body's makeup. It changes your brain. It has you thinking all kind of things about why your body is doing this and that and betraying you. Miscarriages change things. It harms you mentally at times because you just cannot fathom why your body, which is supposed to do a certain thing, isn't doing that thing. And so you shouldn't have to worry about your husband going off chasing random vajayjay. I do believe that she has it right to say, you know what, if that is what you need, then go ahead. I'm just not going to be involved and I'm not going to rubber stamp it. So many times in the past, back in the day, women would do anything just to keep a piece of a man and say, well, he comes home to me, blah, blah, blah. Absolutely not. Times are changing, things are shifting, and some women are shifting with those times. It is an absolutely hard no. All right, so more of the comments. Not the a hole. Tell him God gave you a right hand for more than picking your nose. Vegetable Stuff says, give him a box of tissues as well. I reckon he'll find he gets a lot less sex when single than waiting 5 weeks until medically cleared. Postpartum, even though people are generally cleared at 6 weeks, it can take months for your body to heal properly. He's showing you the person who he is, and you should really listen. Absolutely, because there will always be a reason. Our bodies go through things. There's ups and downs. There's things that happen with the children. If this is how he is when you're 8 weeks into this, it's going to be a hard road. Okay, so Leave It to the Fate says, have you seen her post from a year ago? This guy is an absolute loser, and she should have walked out then. She had plenty of warning what a douchebag she is. And Zara Lily says, I checked it out after you mentioned it. So the guy basically pressured her to get pregnant and have more children, or he would leave her. And then when she does, he can't bear the slightest inconvenience. Red flags flying everywhere. So, of course, that makes me go find the post from a year ago. All right, she says, am I the hell for getting mad because my husband wants to leave me because we only have one baby and I keep having miscarriages and he wants 3 to 4 kids? My husband and I have been together for 16 years. He has helped raise my first 3 children. My tubes were tied when we got together. In 2021, I had them untied so we can finally have a baby. We got pregnant and now have a 17-month-old baby girl. Before that, he has always threatened to leave if we never have children together. Since having her, I've had 2 miscarriages, and now he asks what's going to happen if I can't have another baby. In other words, he wants to leave me when I've done literally all I can to give him the children he wants. Mind you, I can still get pregnant. I just haven't been able to keep another baby to term. So am I the a hole? I told y'all, when women write these am I the a hole posts, they're simply looking for some validation. This husband is absolutely atrocious. She's doing what she can to placate him, but he's threatening to leave. He wants to step out. There's nothing that she can do to really placate this person who doesn't seem to really want to be with her, because he's had one foot in and out the door for a while. The fact that they've been together for 16 years, she had 3 children. I'm wondering how old this lady is, but like literally she should have seen some red flags before now. I'm not going to bang on her or anything. I just want you people that are watching these videos to get out before you end up on Reddit asking, am I the a hole for feeling these normal human emotions after being disregarded, disrespected, and unsupported? I don't want us to get to these points. These people are kind of beat down, for whatever reason, but I want us to get to the point where we are clocking these dudes and blocking them quicker. Clock and block. That's going to be the terms going forward. Clock and block. You start to clock these red flags, block, run, block it and run. So I didn't do any comments from that post, but I'm going back to the first one of hers. All right, so Sarksplosion says, judging by his suggestion of a hall pass, I fear he's not really going to be a hands-on dad, at least not after he figures out that changing a diaper once in a while doesn't grant him an immediate coupon for sexy time right after. So I wouldn't hang out too much hope on fatherhood driving the idea of sex out of his mind. He did prove, however, that sex is perfectly capable of driving the idea of a wife and a baby out of his mind. So yeah, sorry, OP, been there, done that, and it nearly destroyed my self-image and my body by the time I realized he was more toxic than the soil in 1986 Chernobyl. Bluefoot 44 says, it was the use of the term hall pass that made me mad. Ha ha, tra la la, just an innocent hall pass. Nope, he's a cheater at heart. If you say okay, he will keep cheating. He won't want to upset you. I'm a good husband, putting her needs first by not telling her about the cheating. Oops, the hall pass. Ha ha, tra la la. And with that, I end it. You know, don't give hall passes, don't give permission. If they're going to do it, it's going to be their decision. They want you involved so that it takes some of the guilt out of it. Absolutely not. You can't control these people one way or another. all you can do is stand your ground, communicate your displeasure, and then do what you need to do after that. Divorce, separation, get through this pregnancy in a healthy manner with as little stress as possible. And a undisciplined husband is certainly going to drive up your stress level. You don't need that. All right, join the conversation. Let me know what you think about this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. So this post was posted in the relationship advice subreddit. It was sent to me. I was tagged in it. It was posted in the BurbNBougie subreddit. So people wanted me to see this and show y'all. So the boyfriend is 23. She's 19. She says, my boyfriend held me underwater during a bath to prove a point, and I'm still shaken. From that title alone, the answer is just leave. Just leave. There's no advice other than that. He held you underwater. Just okay. So she says, I'm 19 and I've been with my boyfriend for over a year now. We come from different countries and religions, but we've made it work. I have to mention this. My boyfriend loves turning everything into a competition. We both go to the gym and he's always like, who can do this better? Even at home, he's always asking, who can cook better, clean faster, you name it. A week ago, we were laughing in the bathtub together. He asked who I thought could hold the underwater, who could hold the other underwater the longest. I found it weird and just brushed it off as one of his usual questions. Just 2 to 3 minutes later, he got up as if to get out of the bathtub and suddenly pushed me underwater. He kept me under for what felt more than like 20 seconds. When he finally let go, he started laughing. I'm generally healthy, but I have a heart condition that requires daily medication to keep my heart rate normal. Without meds, my heart rate can go up to 140 to 150 beats per minute. Even with meds, sudden situations like this can make my heart rate spike to 140 and stay between 110 and 120 for the next few days. He knows this. At this particular juncture, self preservation is important. Having a sense of self preservation. Do you want to live? If somebody does this to you and is making your heart race on purpose and laughing about it, your sense of self preservation and surviving should kick in. But let's continue the poem. He brought up what happened today and said he apologized, which he didn't, and that I should get over it. I'm trying. He said he was trying to prove a point, that I need to work on myself more. It doesn't make sense to me because he's naturally stronger than me. And no matter how much I work out, I can't always defend myself against everything successfully. I can't talk to my sister or mother about it. They just asked what I was doing in a bathtub with the guy in the first place. And I still don't have friends here. It's only him and me. We've talked about it more than once, and he says if I did this to him, he would have found it funny. I don't know if I just need to loosen up more, but I don't understand how holding me underwater for that long was even funny in his head. Edit. He's also complaining now about the marks I left on his arm, almost faded. I didn't mean to. It was sudden, and I swallowed a bit of water. I was freaking out and just wanted him to let go. I apologized for this, but told him it was a natural reaction to what he did. Okay, so she says right here, I brought up what happened today, which means that after it happened, she was still sticking around. And then she also let us know she is isolated. She doesn't have anyone to talk to about this. He knows this, that she has nobody, no support. She's also young. She's questioning things. Right here, he has Darvoed her. He has made himself out to be a victim, where he is the one that started this whole interaction. And he actually made her apologize because of her reaction. This is Darvo in action. He has reversed victim of an offender. He is the one that has done something out of pocket. And he's like, you should just accept my apology. I was just joking. This is the reason why we have got to take these people's jokes seriously. Their jokes are laced with something. And this is how he truly feels about her. And he's already set the foundation. She's isolated. She has no support. And he's already pushing boundaries. And she's already questioning her own sanity. But this is the reason why we talk about these things. Women need to get a sense of self preservation, period. Now to some of the comments. You need to get out immediately. Do not listen to anything he says to convince you otherwise. He is dangerous. If there is a universe where what he did could be forgiven as a massive error in judgment, the way he's reacted since then, finding about 6 different ways to blame you for being upset, is the opposite of what that would look like. Smithy says his actions are evil and he acts like a sociopath. Zombie Health says 100% this. Holding you underwater was not a competition or a joke. It does not really matter why he did it. Him choosing to do it is absolutely evil. It is no different than him pulling out and cocking a pew pew and pointing it at you. That's dangerous, and that's as dangerous. Okay, next step says this. Please get out. This is the OP. She says, you're completely right. It's just I've never felt unsafe or uncomfortable around him. That's why this is so difficult for me, I guess, because they don't just come right out and make you feel uncomfortable or unsafe. They have to get you to the point of feeling comfortable. They have to set that foundation where it's like, this is just a one off thing. Now he's starting to push the boundaries, pushing the boundaries and having you second guess yourself. Your ghost friendo says, just pack your stuff when he's not there and leave. Break up with him with a note or text. Do not do it in person unless you have someone with you. You in danger, girl. Rose Fly says, please listen to this, OP. You're too young to accept this. You'll look back in years to come in horror. Go now as fast as you can. She says, not to imply someone of any age should accept this, just that people so young in relationships don't have the experience to know how effed up this is. Sweet Success says, yes, please. I was in the same, it only gets worse. It never gets better, baby girl. Halt says, because if you don't leave, he knows he could get away with worse. Exactly. He's pushing boundaries now. He could have unalived you with your heart condition. Who knows what he'll do next time? There will be a next time. Get a reliable friend to help you get your stuff, preferably when your ex is out. He has shown you who he is. This is the reason why people wanted me to do this, because they know that I use these as cautionary tales. I don't know if this 19-year-old is going to hear their pleas, but I want us to know and understand that we have to clock it and block it. Just run. There's no more extra second chances to harm you even more. The first time should be enough. And we have got to get to that point where we're one and done. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think about this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. So today's set of Reddits have been a little wild. I acknowledge that I did not have the chance to really search for a palate cleanser because I woke up a little late and I'm feeling a little under the weather. So for today, let's just talk about a goal, a fun goal for the next season. So we're in summer now. What do you have going on, or what can you envision yourself for a long-term goal just for the fall going into the next school season, your next season of whatever? What do you see for the second half of this year? It can be anything. Let's just change the conversation just a little bit here, and just pivot right there. So join the conversation. What do you see for a long-term goal going into the next season?